You guys are already talking about a three-peat, how special it was today, and just how exciting is a moment like this.
There's nothing better than LA. You know, this parade, last year's parade, somehow this parade seemed better than last year. I don't even know how, because last year was amazing. This one was amazing. Dodger Stadium is packed again today. We're celebrating. There's just nothing better than this.
We heard from a lot of you guys. How special is this group? Is there something that stands out, bringing you all together, winning another World Series championship?
It's just such a special group. You know, such a special team. You know, each year it's a new team. You got new faces. You got new guys stepping up, and that's what this team did. Guys stepped up. You got Miguel Rojas in the bottom of the ninth, or top of the ninth, tying the game up. You got Max Muncy in the 8th inning, you know, getting us within 1. You got Yoshi coming out for 3 innings. You got Shohei giving everything he's got. You got Clayton Kershaw on the pen. He came out, got a huge out for us. But all the other games, he showed up for us as a teammate. That's what we do. We show up for each other as teammates, and we figure out a way to win. And that's what it's all about.
You also left out a key one. You battling a broken hand through this postseason and wanting to be on that field regardless. You talked about Yoshinobu Yamamoto. What was it like catching him and also just taking in what he was doing on the mound?
Yeah, what he did this World Series, this postseason was, it's second to none. It's, you know, it's incredible. Going a complete game in Game 2, Game 6, giving us 6 good innings, coming up with a win there, a must-win situation. Then coming out the next day in Game 7, giving us 3. I mean, what more do you want from a guy? You know, he works his ass off all year. Nobody works harder than Yoshi. Nobody takes care of his body better than him. It's incredible what he did, and to showcase it on the biggest stage is just a testament to who he is.
When you talk about being in Dodger Blue, you've signed obviously a long-term deal. You hope to finish your career here. When you think about the other opportunities, the more championships you want to be here, how does that excite you for what's to come?
Yeah, absolutely. You know, it's the Dodgers. You know, we want to win a World Series every single year. Ownership, front office gives us that opportunity each and every year, and they trust us. They trust, you know, me to be back there leading the staff, be back there, you know, in the middle of the lineup, helping us win. And, you know, I couldn't be more grateful for this opportunity. And we're just looking for three in a row right now.
Enjoy every second. Congratulations, Will.
Thank you.
Back at Dodger Stadium, Ice Cube is blasting over the speakers right now because today was a good day. It was really a great year. We're joined now by two-time Cy Young Award winner and now World Series champion Blake Snell is with us down here on the field. Blake, I know when you signed with the Dodgers, you probably wished and hoped that something like this would happen. How does the dream compare to the reality for you?
Yeah, no, it feels great. I definitely knew this was going to happen. I mean, you look at that roster, the team, how bad they want to win. They continue to win. I knew we were going to be able to do it. I knew I could help. So now that we did it, you know, it feels good, but definitely looking forward to the next one.
You know, when you come over to this team, it was obvious to have a celebration like this and have a parade. You know, during the course of the season, you spent some time on the IL, but does it make it a little easier to make sure that, hey, I know I can come back and make sure I don't have to push it because I know the ultimate goal is this right here and what it's about, so you make sure that you are ready to contribute like you did?
Yeah, I mean, I think the biggest thing for me, I don't want to compete. You know, I just want to compete, learn, get better. So going through that and having to take my time was pretty difficult, especially when I know, you know, I want to show, you know, the kind of player I am, and that was difficult. But once I got back August 2nd, yeah, I was ready to go and had a tough one against Tampa, but then learned my way and got comfortable and was able to pitch good ball.
You know, Blake, you talk about compete. You were absolutely outstanding. Early on in this postseason, dominant against the Phillies, dominant against the Milwaukee Brewers. A little bit of a hiccup. Then after Game 5, that interview, I saw you a little irritated. I saw that fire. You said, when I get the ball in Game 7, I'm going to go out and do what I need to do. You did that. You knew then that you were going to be pitching in Game 7. Talk about that moment when you took the ball coming in that Game 7.
Yeah, I mean, Game 1, I mean, I'm going to go to the start all the way to 7, but Game 1, you know, I think mentally I needed to be more prepared. I was wavering with just, you know, doubt, thoughts, and let that crept in, which it's real, you know. And then as I got out there, I was like, man, it's not, like, I played myself in that. And that's why we lost. And then Game 5, I was locked in. I was good. They get the 2 home runs after that. Didn't do nothing. They get the triple. That's a single. You know, and then they find a way to score, and then I don't get the lefty out in the 7th inning. And I knew I was doing good. It's just those little things, they add up, and then give up the runs in the 7th when I get pulled. And those things, they add up. You know, I got to be better there. But then, yeah, I was ready. And I knew what I was going to say. I knew the media would eat it up. And I knew that was just going to fire the fuel for me. So I didn't really care what they said. And then when I saw the lineup and I knew who was coming in, I was like, it's time to make an example. And I was really excited that I had that opportunity. And we get to go play them in April, too. So I'll be ready for that, too.
Let's switch gears a little bit to 2 happy times. Signing day and putting the jersey on, and the last out in the World Series. How did the goosebumps, how does the all come together?
Yeah, I dreamt of it. I mean, I knew I was so confident we were going to win. Even through, you know, when we had to win 2 in Toronto, I was just so confident. I know the team we have. I know what we can do. And the way Yama's pitching, you know we're going to get that game. It was difficult. We got the game. And then seeing him come in to close and go 2 2/3 with no rest. Wow.
Well,
robotic. Yeah. What?
Blake, one of your hidden talents a lot of Dodger fans might not realize is that you also rap. And so we were just listening to Ice Cube. You got a lot of new material now that you could incorporate into some songs,
yeah,
can you not?
I started at 17, I ended at 18, so it's been long gone, you know, it's done for.
It's time to bring it back, man. You guys just won a World Series. You got some good stuff here.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick to the baseball, you know. Won a World Series, let's keep adding on that.
Okay, what is this? What's that?
It's a field, and it's my shoulder. It's all it is, like field. That's it.
It's not about getting your release point out front or making sure you get down the hill. It's just a check.
It could be. I mean, it's all feel. Like I'm just trying to feel the ball. Yeah, out front. It could be change up, curveball.
And so when you're walking around town, you see that's how people kind of acknowledge you now and say hi to you.
My whole team, yes. All of them do this to me. So this is normal.
It's kind of like that Cobra Kai thing now for this generation of baseball players. And I want to talk about, obviously, you help mentor kids. You have teams that are 12U, 14U.
Yeah.
How important is it for you to mentor kids? Because kids got a chance to see you, Yamamoto, continue to pitch deep in the ball games. Because as you know, 3, 4, 5 years ago, guys are 5 and dive, 6 and dive. Now you guys are pitching deep in the game, showing the younger generation pitchers can still pitch deep in the ball game.
Yeah, no, it's huge. And I think that the biggest thing of all of this is our 4 starters through the postseason, we challenged each other. We didn't have to tell each other. We just knew what it was. And like, if someone went 6, the next guy's going 7, 8, 9. It doesn't matter. That's what we're here to do is to show like what we can do. And we didn't tell each other that, but we could look and know that. And then we supported each other in doing that. We were always there for each other. And then we all asked each other questions about, you know, what'd you feel, what'd you see, stuff like that when you were pitching. And it just helped us.
Yeah, so many of you guys also have those notebooks and everything that you carry on. Do you guys share those notebooks with each other and say, hey, listen, and so when you're recalling stuff?
I mean, everyone does it their own way. Yeah, we're all learning, but we're doing what's best for us. And, yeah, Yama does it a different way. I do it a different way. Show does it a different way. Glass, I mean, but that's what makes us good. We're unique.
Well, you guys all got healthy and we're dealing at the right time in the month of October. Blake Snell, thank you so much for coming on with us today. I know other people want to have a few minutes with you as well, but champion for life, man. That's pretty awesome.
Can't take it away.
That's right. Thanks so much. All right, that's Blake Snell with us right now. Let's hear from Emmett Sheehan with Kirsten.
Emmett, for you to be on that parade bus, what was it like seeing Los Angeles show up for you guys?
It was insane. I didn't get to do it last year. It was the best feeling in the world seeing all the fans out there. It's crazy.
Is it set in for you, being a World Series champion?
I think after the parade was the first time it probably set in a little bit, yeah.
Just seeing everyone come together. When you talk about how special this team is, you guys were saying it all year, that you had a huge opportunity in front of you. What stands out to you just though about this group that makes it so special?
So there's too many things to mention, but I mean, Yama doing what he did is unbelievable. Miggy Rowe and Will, those homers, like the defense, the guys who weren't playing, everyone on the bench, like it was crazy.
To see Clayton Kershaw, talking about him, what have you learned from him, and what is it like witnessing now the end of his career?
I can't believe I'm here, honestly, to see it. Yeah, it's everything. I'm just trying to be like him. That's all I'm trying to do is do everything like him. So
he's the GOAT for a reason. We're going to miss him.
Is there something you're going to really take away that you got to see firsthand?
I mean, just the way he does everything every day. Like, the way he works out, the way he does everything. Like, he didn't stop until the last day. Like, the last day. He did everything the same. So, he's the GOAT.
And man, do these moments make you want more? Everyone's talking about a three-peat already. Does being here, does it set the fire?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I'm just doing whatever these guys do, so we'll see.
Emmett, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
Good stuff there from Emmett Sheehan. Right now, we're joined by another champion for life, and this guy, a Dodger World Series hero for life. It's Will Klein joining us right now. Will, that was unbelievable stuff we watched in Game 3, and you kept taking the ball going out there for another inning and another inning because the Dave Roberts didn't really have anybody else left. And I don't know if you caught it the day after that happened on MLB Network. There were a couple guys on the set who rolled back an old clip from before the World Series, and they were going over the Dodgers roster, and they said, okay, be honest, have you guys ever heard of Will Klein? And the guy said, no, we haven't. And they admitted that moment, boy, we all know who Will Klein is now. What a statement performance that was for you. That had to be the thrill of a lifetime.
Yeah, I don't even know how to describe what happened or even what's happened the last week. Like, it still feels like a dream, and this has been the craziest, week, 10 days of my life.
When you think about it now, and you go out there with the parade, and you're celebrating, and everybody starts chanting your name, right? Like, you still haven't realized it? You're still thinking you're in a dream, or do you realize, listen, yes, I was out there, performed, I helped do this, and man, this is special.
Yeah, I think it started to set in, especially like with my wife there, and be able to like look around and like take it all in. Like, I think I saw a couple Will Klein signs, just like getting that support and all that from the fans. Just it's starting to hit.
I mean, obviously you have confidence because you definitely pitched with confidence and conviction on that night. But moving forward, you're still young in your career. How much confident are you now going forward with the rest of your career?
Yeah, I think getting the pitch in that moment, and then just even in the World Series at all, it kind of instills like, hey, you pitched on the biggest stage and did what happened. I think it really helps, for the years going forward, and just taking that conviction, pitch to pitch, and everything that kind of worked on and came to a head there in Game 3, and so that's going to be huge.
You were part of the Stay Hot guys, and then all of a sudden you get the call and you're on the roster. What were you working on those week to 10 days prior in the Stay Hot time that got unlocked?
Yeah, just my big thing was getting better facing righties, which is kind of ironic being a righty, but I had thrown better to lefties, and with a lot of the big guys they had being righties, and McGinnis had helped me with my sweeper a lot, and that's something I went down there and tried to own in, and like the last couple weeks of the season even, and so I think that.
Was there a mental hurdle that you're doing it in practice, you're doing it in the Stay Hot time, now you're on the roster, and now you're in the game? Is there a mental hurdle of, I got to pull the trigger on this stuff that I've been working on now in the biggest moments of my life?
Not really, because there's that sense of urgency. Like, it's either now or never, like if you're still holding back on it, well, it's only going to go poorly, and so you just got to trust that it's there, trust that everything you've worked on is going to come to show.
Well, the Dodgers have taken many players over the years, from Justin Turner, Max Muncy, Evan Phillips, who were DFA'd by other teams, and got the best out of them, and they did the same with you, Will. Thank you so much for coming on with us. Congratulations, awesome, man, World Series champion.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thanks for having me.
Way to go,
All right,
Will.
let's send it over to David Vassay right now. He is with Andrew Friedman.
Andrew, you made quite a statement, double down on winning another championship. Was that spontaneous or something you planned?
I got to tell you, I meant it from the bottom of my heart. Last year, the parade was so much more overwhelming than we imagined. Just how touching it was, the number of people, the passion, how much people care. We knew, but until you live it and experience, you don't fully know it. And that really was the fuel for us. Right after everyone started talking about, let's do another parade, let's have another one. And so living it again today, seeing a fully packed Dodger Stadium, it was spontaneous, but I meant it. Ideally, I wouldn't have said it starts right now, because I'd like a day or two to recover. But it's all about now, 3. Let's three-peat, let's do it again, and let's celebrate it again with this incredible city.
Everybody always talks about the mechanical parts of baseball. but you're a guy that has been described as one of the best scouts of people out there. What can you say about these group of 40 players that you needed to win this World Series? Did you know they had it in them?
I mean, some of it, you have to get a little lucky. I mean, with Yama, obviously, we knew the talent, but you can't know that he would be capable of doing what he did. We did not know that when we signed him. So sometimes you got to be lucky, but obviously we do a lot of work on players we acquire in terms of their talent, their work ethic, how much they care. Doesn't mean we always get it right, but we put a lot of effort into it. And so for the perseverance of this group, for the character of this group to really shine through, those are some tough games. And to win those tough games, you need that. And for Miggy to make that pick, for Kike to get off the ball like he did in Game 6, to make that catch, it had like 19% catch probability. He made it look easy because of how quickly he got off the ball, his reaction time, and his route. And so those are the things that help you win a baseball game. And for our guys to shine through in all those different moments isn't shocking, but to be rewarded for all the work and passion they put into this is amazing. And to bring it home here, to celebrate it with the fans is everything.
I said it the other night in Toronto. I'll say it again. Los Angeles is very lucky to have Andrew Friedman. You did it again. 3-time world champion Andrew Friedman. Congratulations.
Thank you, and I'm very lucky to have Los Angeles. Love you.
There he goes, Tim.
对，真是得到了同行的认可。
Our guy, Andrew Friedman, who put this together.
All right, we heard Andrew Friedman says he wants to win another one next year. Not everybody is satisfied winning back-to-back championships. Right now, we're joined by Justin Robleski. We didn't see him in the earlier rounds of the playoffs, but on that World Series stage, 4 games, did not allow any runs. A little bit of an instigator in Game 7. Wasn't entirely his fault. But World Series champion now, Justin, I want to ask, because so many players last year when they had the first parade and rally, they said it far exceeded any expectations they ever had. What was today like for you and your vantage point?
It was incredible. You know, obviously these fans, they're different. They're different than other fan bases, and yeah, it was super awesome to see them come out there, and you know, got goosebumps kind of on that first turn. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. Something you dream of, and something I really tried to take in and enjoy today.
You know, on the show, pre and post, we always talk about those young guys come up, and they're so poised and ready for the moment. And kudos to you. Kudos to the mentality that you have. But is there anybody in particular, anybody in that bullpen that really helps all of you young guys to not only just do it during the season is one thing, but you're on the biggest stage, and man, you did it, and it was fun to watch.
Yeah, I think it's a team project. It's a group effort. It's, you know, everybody top to bottom in this organization. You know, from PD and coaching, and when you get here, the coaches and the players, and I don't think you can pin it down to one person, but I think it's just a culmination of everybody just helping you get here, and just kind of letting you know that you are good enough and you're capable, and just letting you go out there and do your thing.
You know, you talked about, you know, Jimenez earlier off camera. You told him to come see you. Okay. When you said that, I got goosebumps. You said earlier, I wouldn't want to mess with this dude. The energy that you bring on the mound, and you're able now to harness it. We saw the talent last year. Oral talked about it last year. The talent was there. Now you've taken that talent and really harnessed it. How satisfying is it for you that you've grown in such a short period of time as a baseball player, not just a pitcher? Baseball player, because you told a position player to come see you.
No, man, it's heat of the moment stuff, and you know, if you talk to me, I'm gonna talk back to you, and whatever happens, happens, and that's the game we play, and that's why we love it. But yeah, I mean, it's satisfying to obviously see improvement this year, you know, and to be on that postseason, the rosters, and you know, just kind of continually, you know, staying ready and staying ready and staying ready because our starters are so dang good, knowing that eventually the moment's gonna come, and just kind of stay ready, and I'm super proud of that. But yeah, it was a good year for me. I think I have a lot that I can still grow and get better at. There's a lot of things going into this offseason that I'm excited to work on and excited to, you know, flip the page and go to next year, and you know, really try to continue to get to my potential and get to where I think I can be.
It's one thing to be a starter. It's another thing to hear that bullpen phone ring and then to feel that adrenaline and your name called. And then you throw your first few pitches. I'll bet you don't even feel like you have to loosen. It's immediately you're ready. And now it's just about locking in. But how have you taken that energy as a youngster, first time feeling it and pointing it in the right direction, and then every once in a while confronting a player, you know, on the field? I mean, you have to be able to channel that the right way.
Yeah, for sure. I think that's kind of the biggest thing I learned in moving to the bullpen is as a starter, you kind of have the whole day to kind of slowly flip that switch and get into the mode that you need to get to when you're on the mound. Because everybody knows the guy that's on the mound is not the guy you are off the field. I think if you want to play this game at a high level, you kind of have to have two different modes, and no matter where you are, hitter, pitcher, whatever, kind of have two different guys, two different personalities, and I think that's kind of something I've learned is when I get out there, that's where I need to be. Some guys are more on the calm side, and I need to tone myself down. I kind of need to slam the limiter on the other side. And
significant others in your life, they never want to see your game face. Just leave that on the field.
You're not going to see it.
No.
It's hard to see the game face.
I love that you go calm and then the other side, because we know the other side. You just go talk to Bestia.
Yeah, exactly.
Because we know the energy that he is.
Exactly.
I love it.
This we know, you're fearless, man. Anytime we see you in a big moment, you have no fear when you take the ball. You want to be the guy there on the mound in those moments. We love that, and congratulations, man, on being a World Series champion.
Yeah, I really appreciate you guys.
And anytime you want to go to see a Bears game, come see me.
Let's do it. Let's do it.
Yeah, because you'll pay. He won't.
All right, that's Justin Robleski. Let's hear from another left-hander. You've probably heard of his name before. Clayton
对，
Kershaw's with David Vassett.
去年他穿 Biller 的，Biller 穿他的。
How are we doing?
I'm doing great. I'm like one of the kids, you know, you just show up and here I am.
I think we can handle one more interview or question or whatever you got for me.
Well, last year you were incredibly emotional. How were you able to keep it together? You did not cry like you said you might.
Yeah, I think I'm just at peace, man. Like this is, there's not a sad bone in my body. It's just so happy to be able to celebrate your last game ever, your last time at Dodger Stadium ever with 50,000 fans, and getting to tell them how much they mean to you, and getting to be here with my teammates and how much they mean to me. Like, you can't script it, you know. And so I'm just so grateful, thankful for every part of this. That parade was the most epic parade. I mean, I'll remember that for a lifetime. So I think that's how I kept it together. I'm just happy, man. That's pretty awesome.
What a group to go out with, right, Clayton? You're a guy that really cares about the team. Does it make it more special that you guys go out as back-to-back champions, but with the character of this team?
Well, I mean, let's be honest. Back-to-back champs, you'll do that with anybody. But this group is not just anybody. You know, this group, you kind of heard a little bit. There's a lot of different personalities. There's a lot of different guys that can say a lot of things, do a lot of things. But at the end of the day, we're one team, and we had one goal. And everybody pushed towards it. And I know it all sounds cliche, one band, one sound, all that stuff, but it really is true, man. Like, it's just not about one guy. Like, we got a lot of great ones, but it's not about one. So I'm pretty happy with that. It's pretty awesome.
Well, the game rewards certain players, and the game has rewarded Clayton Kershaw because of how he's honored it all these years, going out after 18 seasons as a back-to-back World Series champion. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Thank you.
It's been special.
It has been. It's been awesome.
FaceTime you tomorrow?
Yeah. Give it a couple days.
Okay.
A couple days. All right.
All right. Sounds good.
All right.
There he goes, my guy. Sorry, Tim. I'm going to hug him off.
Clayton Kershaw, three-time World Series champion, to wrap up his Hall of Fame career. Right now, we're joined by one of the many heroes for the Dodgers in October, Tyler Glasnow, coming through with a 1.69 ERA this postseason. Tyler, you were dominant against the Phillies. You were great against the Brewers. And then in the World Series, in Game 6, we thought you were going to be the bulk guy or maybe start Game 7. And all of a sudden, you're warming up in the bullpen in Game 6. Your first ever save was in Game 6 of the World Series. What was that moment like when you first got the call that, hey, you need to get up and start warming up and you might be coming into this game?
Yeah, I think during that game, I was sitting down in the bullpen. I assumed it would be like an emergency situation, and I was kind of just lounging, watching the game, having a good time. And then as the game got going, it was the 8th inning. Bardo kind of told me, like, maybe start moving around a little bit. It started to become more real. And I got up, warmed up a little bit, threw a few warm-up pitches. The inning got a little squirrely. I got to go in, and I was happy I got to execute early. It's an early swinging team trying to go up and in with a two-seam. It worked out. 3 pitches, I'm just so happy it worked out. And now we're here doing this interview with the parade. It's incredible.
Yeah, well, a couple questions. One is the adrenaline. What was the adrenaline like, you coming in that compared to when you start? And then 2, how satisfying is this after, you celebrated last year, but you being participating this year throughout this entire postseason?
Yeah, last year I think was its own emotional roller coaster. Just being like you signed with the team. Well, I guess for me, I signed with the team just to participate in the postseason. That's what the Dodgers are about. I think going into it and not participating, but winning the World Series was a relief in itself, knowing that like at least we won. One of those things. Right. And I think going into this year, being able to participate, having a place, it means everything to me. And I think just to go back to back. And just to be a part of this team, it's absolutely incredible.
Glass, you talk about being a part of this team. There are so many stars on this team. But you epitomize being a star yourself, but doing whatever it takes to win. You're a starter, a dominant starter. You absolutely dealt against the Phillies, the Brewers, and even against the Blue Jays. And you say, you know what? Even as a starter, I don't have to be a starter. I can come out and help my team game 6 and 7. What was that run for you like? Personally, because you are that star player, but whatever the team needs, you were there when called upon.
Yeah, I think just being a starter and doing that whole preparation and then being able to do it again in the postseason and feel what it's like to go into the postseason and win a game, or just to be a part of a game that we won as a starter, was incredible. And then just whatever they need kind of aspect. I guess you go into the game, I'll do anything they want. I think just to be a part of the team, I'll do anything. I'll serve water. I'll do what you need to do. We just have to win, and I'm just glad I got to be a part of it.
Serving water is a little below your pay grade, okay? I just want to let you know. Blake Snell talks about all the time after an outing, I need to get better, I need to learn, I need to then take this into my next game. You guys have a fraternity as the starters. What have you learned from those guys, and what do you continue to grow in?
Yeah, I think that's like a big starting pitcher routine type of thing. I think there's always that little bit of, it's either a good thing or a mental sickness of being like, I need to get better at all times. And I think it's a perfectionist attitude, and I think it works in some ways and it doesn't in others. But I think in baseball, all of us are very similar in the fact that, like, I think all of us after a start, there's always more, there's always something to learn, there's always something you get better at. And I'm just fortunate to be a part of this group of guys, just such an insane assembly of starting pitchers, to where like it's just a council of knowledge of starting pitching with Clayton and everyone. It's amazing.
You have a ball in your hand for about 20-25 minutes before a start, and in the bullpen, Bardsy's telling you to, hey, start moving around, and now you're telling us about your first couple of warm-up pitches. How did you change from 25 minutes with a ball in my hand to, I have like 10 pitches, 12 pitches?
I think the adrenaline of the phone call is always pretty insane. I think a lot of it too, though, like, I guess if you strip it down, if you were to eliminate all the emotional or things you can't control, like, pitching is pitching. I think you understand, like, you get on the mound, you've done it so many times that there's really no like excuse or feeling to not feel good. Once you hit the mound, you know what you're supposed to do. And I think what I learned about the bullpen this year is just that extra adrenaline of, like, you don't need to get as ready as you would as a starter. So, like, it goes so quick.
I got a quick question here. What was the one thing I missed being in the dugout, the intensity of the postseason? When you're in that dugout, when Miggy Rowe hit that game-tying home run, the feeling in that dugout, what was it like?
I mean, especially for me, the game was, I gave up a run, and it was 4-3.
I don't remember that. We don't remember that.
I was sitting there going, come on, Mickey. And he hit the homer. And my God, it was straight up euphoria. My brain was just it was unbelievable. Hitting that home run. I think, too, just him specifically, like, he's such a huge part of our clubhouse, and he's such a leader, and he does the mic. He's so many things behind the scenes that Miggy provides for our team that maybe not a lot of people see. So for him to do it, it was such a weird, it's such a storybook moment where you're like, something else is controlling this, because the fact that Miggy came through and did this is like such a weird feeling.
And a storybook moment for you as well. A hometown guy from Santa Clarita came here to games as a kid and thinking, man, how cool would it be to be them? They don't have to go to school tomorrow, and now you're a World Series champion.
I don't have to go to school at all anymore.
That's right.
This is incredible. None. Never again.
对，结束了，现在就是一些访谈。
You stay in school.
You stay in school. That's right.
Stay in school.
Tyler, thank you so much for coming on with us. Let's head over to David Vassay with Freddie Freeman.
Dude.
How does it feel now, Freddie?
Oh my gosh, it's amazing. I was telling a lot of people, I felt like there's double the fans out there today. Absolutely incredible. To do something that hasn't been done in 25 years, like you said, I'm emotionally exhausted, physically tired, mentally drained. But wow, what a way to end it! What a series! What a Game 7! Just special. And again, we've had over 4 million fans come out to watch us, and then you saw all those people at the parade, and then this whole stadium filled up again. It's just an incredible feeling to be able to deliver for the city of Los Angeles.
Obviously, 50,000 fans chant Freddie every single night, but with everything you said, did you realize how much this team meant to the city?
Like when you put on a uniform every day and you grind, you're like in it. But when you show up, let's just say June 12th, and it's a Monday, and you come out here and there's 52,000 people here, you realize how much the Dodgers mean to this city, and you take pride when you put on this uniform. It means the world to not only everybody that's playing, but to this city and fans across the world now that are Dodger fans. And it means a lot to put on this uniform every single day. It's a true honor, and to be able to bring home back-to-back World Series titles for this city, I couldn't have asked for anything more.
How much does the rest of the baseball world, and maybe even the fans in LA, fail to appreciate the fact you are back-to-back World Series champions? You've started each of the last 2 years before everybody else, finished it later than anybody else, and you started in Tokyo this year and you finished in Canada.
I know. Sometimes you forget where you started, and it's just like, it feels like we've been playing for a long time, and we have. That's what's so great about our team and how hard it is. Like, we've had short off seasons. Our pitching comes out and does it again year in and year out. It's another short off season, but it's a great short off season. I mean, we got spring training in like 100 days, so it's a lot on us, but when you deliver, it's all worth it at the end. You know, it's 8 months, 9 months of grinding, traveling all around the whole world, playing baseball, fans coming out to see us, playing great baseball, and then to deliver a championship after everything that you go through in the course of the year, the grind, the leaving the families, the road. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of, mental effort, physical effort, a lot of tapping into the fans' energy, not only at Dodger Stadium. When we go on the road, sometimes it's like, feels like a home game sometimes. They travel well for us, and we need all their help through, because it's a 162-game grind, and sometimes you need a little extra oomph for the fans, and they deliver every single time.
You caught the final out. Yeah. Mookie Betts delivered the double play to you. Where did that baseball go, Freddie?
That baseball, I waited for Doc in his office right before we sprayed champagne, and I gave it to him, and I hugged him. I said, "You deserve this more than anybody." And so Dave Roberts has the baseball.
Hey, there's his son, Cole. He wants that baseball.
Oh, he's going to ask his dad. You can steal it. That's not on me.
Freddie, I'll say this. Going back to last year's World Series, you playing on basically one leg, you set the tone by example for this team, and you see how many guys this year played through a lot of injuries. It started with you, Freddie.
I appreciate that. Every kind word, every time I run into fans and they say wonderful things, it means a lot. I love this game. I love my teammates. I leave everything on the field every single night. So if it wears off on some people, that makes me happy, but there's a lot of people that grind through injuries throughout the course that some people don't even know what they're going through, and they're out there leaving it all in the field. And to be a little part of that makes me happy. And when you do it and you grind through injuries and you push through certain things and you win a championship, it's all worth it in the end.
Since you won consecutive championships, Freddie, that means you and me back-to-back at Javier's. Newport, Pasadena, everywhere in between.
I'll see you there.
Me and Freddie Freeman. The victory tour starts right now, baby.
Thank you, David.
There he goes, Freddie Freeman. He needs a couple of days before he gets more Vassay in his life.
Freddie Freeman, now a 3-time World Series champion. We have more coverage coming to you. Welcome back to Dodger Stadium. Only about 3 hours or so into our coverage. It's been an incredible day. Right now, we are joined by a true fan favorite, one of the bullpen dogs. It's Anthony Bondo with us. Anthony, thank you so much for taking a few minutes to be with us. I imagine the last 48 hours have been pretty incredible for you. How would you put into words what this entire World Series was like, because I know I lost at least 10, 20 years off of my life just off of this one series. You play an 18-inning game. There's an 11-inning game 7, and you're in it. And Oral and all the guys say you're not as nervous when you're in it. For us watching, it's excruciating. But what was that World Series, the entire experience, like for you?
Yeah, no, it was incredibly difficult. I'd say that, in the sense of, because the Blue Jays, hats off, like, there wasn't a ton of swing and miss. There wasn't, they weren't giving away at bats. They played amazing defense, and like everything about them was like true. They were like a legitimate like contender, and going through the emotions aspects, like when you're out there competing, that's what you're feeling. You're competing. You're not worried about the nervousness. You're not letting that like eat you alive. And that's why I said, earlier during the series was like, oh, I try to treat it like another game, just because I don't want those emotions to eat me alive, to get me sped up, or to whatever it may be. And guys that have been in those moments, like it's true. Like, if you treat it like another game, like just another start, another at bat, another fly ball, ground ball, everything, you have this sense of calmness to you, this sense of confidence, where you've done it a million times and you're going to go and make that play, make that pitch, whatever it is. And that's what makes those moments great. And I personally, for me, the entire series, everybody stepped up in their own way. Everybody, from the wild card onto the World Series, everybody had a moment. Everybody stepped up when they needed to. Everybody contributed, and that's what makes this winning the World Series back-to-back. Yes, that's amazing, but this championship was because of everybody.
Well, I want to go on you personally, because I know everybody loves it. I was watching you at the parade, which is always great.
With his shirt off,
with his shirt off.
Yeah.
And I saw that you have a tattoo.
Nice guns.
And it looked like from last year, from the celebration. What's on your back? The tattoo. When did you do it? And do you have thoughts of what you're going to get next?
Yeah, okay, first I'll answer the back-to-back. I'm going to have 2 rings. We're going to try and like make a picture of where it's going to sit, 2 rings, and it's going to have back-to-back over it in the years.
Right.
But yes, I got the back tattoo last year after the World Series. The greatest of all time right there.
Yeah.
Clayton Kershaw.
Oh my gosh. He's amazing, isn't he?
Yeah, God. Truly.
Kershaw doesn't have those tattoos.
No.
No, I mean,
You're gonna get a tattoo of Kersh?
You know what? I'm not going to answer that. But no. So the back tattoo was basically, it's a tribute to my career, of what I've been through, the ups and downs of the teams that I went through. I have teams on my back that I have played for in the big leagues to get to the championship of LA last year, and then the picture of me holding up the trophy is what we have. Cool. So I have a picture of me holding the trophy tattooed on me.
So we look forward to that ink next year at the next parade when your shirt is off, and then we'll talk about what you're going to do for a 3rd in a row. Anthony Bonda, man, thank you so much for coming on. So much fun to watch you.
Thank you.
All right, much more coming from Dodger Stadium. The GOAT. Clayton, thank you so much, man, for coming on. Congratulations on winning again. And it's amazing, I think, for all of us, because when I used to work at ABC 7, you were first coming up. You were teammates with Nomar when you were just getting your feet wet in the big leagues. In your prime, you were teammates with Jay Hare. And then here you are, after 18 seasons, a 3-time champ. You go out a winner. And this is storybook stuff. It is Hollywood, but how do you put into words this entire run you've had?
Yeah, I don't know if you can. I don't know if you can, man. It's just been, this last month, 2 weeks, it's been more than words. I mean, like you said, you can't script something like this. To be able to be part of a team winning a World Series in a Game 7 as your last game ever, that is stuff that you can't even think about dreaming of as a kid, because it's just so unfathomable. So, just a lot of gratefulness over here, man. My cup is full. I'm just so content, so happy. It's been an amazing ride.
And like I said before, it's time to stop throwing 88-mile-an-hour heaters. You know, it's time to go. So it's a good time to go.
Listen, the miles per hour doesn't matter. You get out, brother.
It was 11-2 this year.
And, yeah, and you were unbelievable, and that epitomizes your career. I mean, it's more than what the stuff you brought. It was always, honestly, as a teammate, it was in here, and you continue to bring it. And you know what's so impressive is you and your entire family continue to show the heart and what you care about this place. So I'm just curious about when this is done, you know, when's the moment when you and the family just sit and take that breath and go, wow, man, this has been a special ride.
I know. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe tomorrow. Yeah. You know, tomorrow we're going to go home tomorrow, and the kids are going to go to school the next day, and it's just normal life starts, right? It's just the rest of your life. So it might hit me at that point, but you know, you talked about heart, and I think that's what this Dodger team 2025, like, it's been. It wasn't easy, you know. Like, Andrew put this super team together in February, and we were supposed to win 120 games and do all that, and it wasn't easy, man. And these superstar players that we have that continue to step up, they went above and beyond. Everybody did something above and beyond what was asked of them. You know, whether it be Mookie playing shortstop and becoming basically a Gold Glove shortstop, or Shohei pitching on short rest, Yama doing what he did, Will Smith catching 18 innings and then catching again and then hitting a big homer. You know, Freddie just going out there nonstop, getting the big hit for us. So we have superstar guys. We know that. But it's so much more than them just being superstars. It's what they care about. It's what they want to do, and they care about the team, and they care about us winning a World Series, and they don't care about themselves. They don't care about the stats they put up, and that's what makes this Dodger team special. It trickles all the way down, and that's what's so special to be a part of, and that's why I'm so thankful I've been a Dodger for as long as I have, because I think that's what this Dodger jersey, that's what that represents.
Well, you just described yourself. You set the culture. You set that trend. In Game 3, you come in the ball game. As you know, we're on a text chain. We took you off the text chain. We're all texting. And we're all Ellen. You know, Ellen, just get him, Kirsch, praying.
Yeah, Ellen's not a reliever wife. Yeah, she's a starter wife. You're not used to that.
And we're texting. We're like, come on, Kirsch, come on, all of us. You know, Skip, Nick, Slicky, Michael Young, AJ Ellis, and you getting that out. We're winning this game. Now, it took us 18 innings, but we're winning this game. You had your moment there in this year's World Series, and you came back. Talk about you having 2 surgeries and making sure, you celebrated last year being a World Series champion, but you wanted to do something special, which you did, and be a part of something special once again.
Yeah, you're right, Jahir. I mean, I think, you know, last year, not being a part of it, but still getting to go along for the ride was really special too. Like, I don't want to take anything away from that, but you're right. Being able to be a part, whether how big or how small, to be a part of this team and get to be healthy after I came back from surgeries and be able to make every start, be able to post, and then go into the pen and be able to do something like that, like, it just made it so much sweeter, man. It was just, I'm just so thankful I came back. I'm so thankful I got the surgeries, all the stuff, and a lot of people to thank. You know, I've said it before, but this carcass doesn't run itself, you know. So there's a lot of people that helped me get back out on that field, and I'm just so thankful that I got to do it.
You know, you're going to watch this someday, and your kids are going to watch it someday, and Ellen too. And I just want you to have an opportunity now to talk about your family and Ellen and the sacrifice and the joy and everything you've shared, because there are superstars and there are great players on the field. But the depth of your character and your family and how you have given it to LA and around the world, thank Ellen and the kids so that someday they can see Dad talking to them.
Oh, man. Ellen is unbelievable. I mean, she's 7 months pregnant right now. And she bounced around. Our kids went to school on the off days, came back, flew to Milwaukee, flew to Philly, came back, flew to Toronto. I mean, she just did everything to make sure that they didn't miss a moment of this last ride. And the sacrifices that she's made over the last 15, 16 years that we've been here. And I couldn't do this without her. I really couldn't. And she does it with a smile on her face. And she's amazing. She really is. And I'm excited to get to do life alongside her now every single day and kind of see what it looks like to be a normal civilian dad, you know, and just kind of do it. And she's PTA president too, so I'm going to be PTA president's dad. So I'm just going to go. I'm going to go kind of be her assistant for a little while.
He's the first man.
That. Yeah, that's right. That's right. That's right.
You know, a little advice when you are at home. You know, she's telling you where things go. You don't wonder like why, or don't ever ask why is it done this way. You just say yes.
I would do it this way.
Let me know exactly how it's done.
Yeah, that's right. That's right.
You can't show the family your game face.
No, I know. I'm gonna have to play more ping pong or something. Get it out. Maybe golf, right, Jay? Here.
Yes.
There you go.
Playing golf.
There we go.
Clayton, it was incredible to see the emotion on your face. 3,000 strikeout night, your final start at Dodger Stadium, and your wife is crying in the stands, and she's crying again after you get that one big out in Game 3 of the World Series. And you said she's not a bullpen wife. What was going to happen, though, if you had to come in the game there in Game 7? Because it looked like you were warming up for Varsho if Roki, or not Roki, but if Yamamoto doesn't induce that double play ball, you might have been on the stage.
I don't know. I don't know how she could have handled that. Just way to go, Yama. You know, just way to go, Yama. Way to go, man.
Were you told that Varsho was yours if that happened?
I didn't know explicitly if he like who knows what was going to happen, you know. But I was preparing for him. You know, and then I didn't realize there was one out. I didn't see Kiner Falefa bunt body to third, so I didn't realize there was one out. And then, sure enough, double play happens. I think there's 2 outs, 1 run scored, tie game, with a lefty up with 2 outs. I'm like, okay, this is kind of like a spot where I would probably come in and, you know, firing bullets. And Bardo kind of looks at me like, dude, stop throwing the ball. And I'm like, what? He's like, we just won the World Series. I was like, no, we did not. And so that's how I found out. Bardo just gave me a hug, told me we won.
And I love the moment, too, where the camera captured you. Yeah. Ellen and the kids came, and you knelt, took a knee.
That's probably,
That, I'm not a crier.
Yeah, that got me too.
That got me big time, because I know how much family. We all know how hard you work. Yeah. But you're even more passionate, as you should be, about your family. And for you to share that moment with your family, that's something I will never forget. I know you and the kids and Ellen will never forget.
It takes a village, man. It takes a village to raise a family, and it takes a village to win a World Series. And we all have people that we care about that are alongside us, supporting us, and coaches, teammates, staff, organization, and my family's been the biggest rock for me through all this. So to get to give them hugs right there, that probably got me the most. And I was sweaty, excited to run in from the bullpen. That was like second run. We cleared benches. I was already tired, and then we ran in again. I was exhausted. So I just let it all out there, man. It was awesome.
Well, Clayton, I just want to thank you so much. I mean, these guys know I'm a fan first. I get to host, and I have the privilege of hosting these shows for the last 12 years, but I'm a Dodger fan through and through. And I just want to thank you for everything that you've brought to this entire fan base, the city of Los Angeles. You've done it the right way your entire career, and we just really couldn't thank you enough for everything you've done.
Thank you, guys. Thank you guys for everything. Y'all have been awesome. Y'all are great at your jobs, and so it's a lot of fun talking. So we appreciate it,
Let me tell you how great it is. We'll talk about this all in, and we'll be talking later.
Oh, man.
Clayton Kershaw, 3-time World Series champ, future Hall of Famer, the greatest we've ever seen do it here at Dodger Stadium. Clayton, thank you so much. We'll have some final thoughts from Dodger Stadium. What's been an incredible day.
Thank you, guys.
Oh, we got 45 more seconds, guys.
Oh, what do you want to talk about?
Thanks so much. You're done. We're going to let you go because I know your family would like to be with you. Nomar, Jerry, and Oral, I'll give you guys a few moments here just to wrap things up with your final thoughts. An incredible day, incredible career for this man right here. Thank you so much, Mike.
Well, you know,
got 30 seconds. Wrap it up.
Well, the one thing is, I mean, this is the way to end it. What a tremendous year, but giving a hug and telling congrats to one of the greatest ever.
And one of the best teammates I've ever been around. Yeah. He gave his heart and arm for this city.
Amazing, 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 man. What unbelievable depth. And, John, it's all yours. We're off in 10, John.
We're 10. Yeah, my IFB got popped out. So just want to say thank you, everybody, for watching. Let's do it again next year. Dodgers back-to-back champs.